to talk about adding and subtracting integers on the number line. The classwork that goes along with this is pages 2 and 3 in your homework packet. Now, this is a warm-up, adding and subtracting decimals. When you are adding and subtracting decimals, the thing that you must remember is that you need to line up the decimal point. So, this one, 4 and 8/10 plus 12 and 789 thousandths. I like to put some zeros here to hold spots. Add 9, 8, 15, carry the 1, bring your decimal point straight down. That's 17.589. The second example is 9 minus 4.86. Line up the decimal point. When there's no decimal, it's written after the number. So this is 9.00 minus 4.84. To do this, you need to borrow from the 9. 9 becomes an 8. That makes that 0 a 10. Borrow from the 10, it becomes a 9. That becomes a 10. Subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down the decimal point. 8 minus 4 is 4. Remember, adding and subtracting decimals, you got to line up the decimal point. Now, multiplying decimals. Forget about the decimal point and just multiply the numbers. So this would be 24 times 3. You do 24 times 3, that's 12, carry the 1, 7, and you have 1, 2 places after the decimal point in the numbers you're multiplying. So you need to have 2 decimal places in your answer. So 1, 2. When I do example 2, forget about the decimal points. We're just going to multiply. 4 times 12 is 48. And I've got 1, 2, 3 places after the decimal in the things I'm multiplying together. So 1, 2, 3. There's our answer. Now, we're going to talk about adding integers on a number line. When you do this, you got to remember that you always move to the right for a positive number and the left for a negative number. You start at 0. So if we're going to use this number line to show 6 plus negative 6, if I start at 0, 6 is positive number, so I'm going to move to the right 6. And that's where I am. And then negative 6, I start where I just ended, and since it's negative, I move back to the left 6, and I end up at 0. That is one way to show it. The other way to show it would be this. You can start at the first number. So our first number is 6. So I automatically start at 6 plus negative 6. So I go to the left 6 units, and I end up at 0. Let's take a look at this one, doing it both ways. I have 11 plus negative 8. So let's start at 11. Negative 8, I would go to the left 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I end up at positive 3. Let's take a look at the next one. Negative 4 plus negative 7. So I start at negative 4. I move to the left 7, which will take me down to negative 11. Let's look at 7. Start at negative 4. Let's do this one by starting at 0. So if I start at 0, I go to the left to negative 4. And then I go right 7. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I end up at positive 3. Now, when it is subtraction, you need to change the problem to add the opposite before you can use the number line. So, I'm going to change this to add. What's the opposite of positive 3? Negative 3. When you are doing subtraction, you are always making 2 marks. Change it to add the opposite. Now, if I want to do this on the number line, 5 plus negative 3. I start at 5, and I go to the left 3. I end up at 2. Always change it to add the opposite. let's take a look at these. 4 minus 4. We know that that's 0, but let's rewrite it as 4 plus negative 4. So start at 4, go back to 0. These two problems are exactly the same thing. Change this problem to add the opposite. So 1 plus negative 3, start at 1, go to the left 3, put you on negative 2.